Hey there, and welcome. So picture this. You've got an issue with your bank. Maybe it's a charge you don't recognize or a transfer that's just vanished. It can really feel like you're going up against a giant all on your own. But what if I told you that you have a powerful watchdog on your side? Well, today, we're going to unleash that watchdog and show you exactly how it can fight for you.
You know the feeling. We've all been there, right? That sense of total frustration when you're stuck on a customer service line or you send a complaint and it just seems to disappear into a black hole. It's a common and honestly an incredibly maddening experience.
And I mean really, truly stuck. Like you've explained the situation a dozen times, you've sent all the documents they ask for, and you're still getting absolutely nowhere. It feels like you've hit a total brick wall, doesn't it?
Well, here's the most important thing to know right off the bat. You're not imagining it, and you are definitely not alone. Thousands upon thousands of people face these exact same challenges with their banks every single year.
And just look at the issues. They're so relatable. We're talking about everything from mysterious withdrawals and sneaky hidden fees to frustrating delays in clearing a check or, and this is the scary one, unauthorized electronic transfers that just drain your account. These aren't small inconveniences. This stuff can have a serious impact on your financial life.
Okay, so you've got the problem, but where's the solution? This is where our story takes a really interesting turn. Just imagine for a second that there's a neutral referee who can step onto the field, blow the whistle, and make sure there's a fair game between you and your bank.
And what if this referee didn't cost you a single rupee? I'm talking about an official body with real power to investigate your case and get you actual results. And it's totally independent of the bank you're up against. Yeah, it sounds a little too good to be true, but I promise you it is very, very real.
So, first, let's just break down the name. The word Mohtasib, Arwiyat, is the term we use in Pakistan for an ombudsman. And here's a cool little fact. This whole concept actually comes from a Swedish word that means a representative of the people. And that just perfectly captures what it's all about. Being an agent for you, the citizen, when you're dealing with a huge organization.
So here in Pakistan, we have the Banking Mohtasib. And you should think of it exactly like that, a neutral, independent umpire. They don't work for you, and they certainly don't work for the bank. Their one and only job is to look at the facts and make a fair call. Simple as that.
And listen, this isn't some new, untested idea. The legal groundwork for this was laid all the way back in 1997. The office got up and running in 2005, and then in 2013, a new act came along and gave it even more independence and more power. So this is a well-established institution with a long history of holding banks accountable. Okay, now this is probably the most important part. Knowing this referee exists is one thing, but how do you actually get them involved in your case? Well, the good news is the whole process is designed to be super straightforward.
Right, so your path to getting this sorted out is pretty clear. First, and this is crucial, you have to give your bank a chance to fix the problem. That's step one. If that doesn't work out, you move to step two. You file a complaint with the Banking Mohtasib, which you can usually do right from their website. And that's it. Then they take over, they investigate your claim, and they work with both you and the bank to find a fair solution.
And check out their official mission statement. It says it all. The goal is a friendly process. They want to avoid a big, formal, confrontational battle. The whole point is to find a fair resolution, not to drag you through a long, stressful fight. This is a huge, huge difference from what you'd expect from any other kind of legal process.
So the big question is, does it actually work? I mean, does this friendly referee have any real teeth? Well, the numbers speak for themselves, and honestly, they are pretty staggering. Let's take a look at the real-world impact this has had for people just like you.
Just look at that number. 1.64 billion rupees. That is the amount of money the Banking Mohtasib helped get back to customers in just a single year. We're not just talking about getting apologies or corrected statements here. This is about getting real money back into the pockets of the people it actually belongs to.
And the sheer scale of what they do is just incredible. We're talking about almost 50,000 complaints received in 1 year. That just confirms what we said earlier. You are not alone in this. And more importantly, they actually resolved over 35,000 of those cases. That is a massive volume of disputes being settled and settled effectively.
So why would you go this route instead of, say, hiring a lawyer and going to court? Well, the difference is literally night and day. With the Banking Mohtasib, the entire process is free, it's fast, and it's informal. The court system, on the other hand, it can be expensive, incredibly slow, and really intimidating for the average person. This is an alternative that's truly designed for everyone.
All right, we've covered a lot of ground. We've seen the problem, we've met the referee, and we've looked at the incredible results. So let's just boil it all down to the key, essential points that you really need to remember.
So here's the bottom line. The Banking Mohtasib is your advocate for fair banking. Their services are completely free. The process is designed to be fast and fair. They're a totally independent and neutral body, and they have a proven track record of getting billions of rupees back for customers. It's that simple.
So I'll just leave you with this to think about. Now that you know this powerful, free, and effective referee exists, you never have to feel powerless in a dispute with your bank again. You have a real path to a resolution. The only question now is, what will you do with that knowledge?